paper lovers, it's Sarah, and the Scrappy Moms have released two brand new stamp sets, and I am going to be making a card today actually using a sentiment from both sets. The first set that I'm going to show you is called Critter Crazy. Mel and Tammy, who own Scrappy Mom Stamps, always come out with the greatest little punny sentiments that have to do with animals. What I love about this set is it's actually got some Christmas sentiments on it. It's got some that could be used for Halloween. There's even an Easter one, and then there's just some regular old sentiments for everyday cards. I love this one, Tweet Me. That's so cute. The sentiment I'm going to be using today is Be Your Best Elf. I'm going to be making a Christmas card. And then the second set happens to be a Christmas set, and this is called Christmas Cheer. And it's got adorable sentiments to go along with your Christmas cards. And I have stamped the inside of my card with wishing you love and joy this season. I think I'll probably put that on all the insides of all my cards this year. Okay, so let's get started. My card base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is Paper Training's Craft cardstock, and there's where I stamped the inside with that sentiment. And the pattern paper and colors I'm using today are from the Cricut Imagine Mr. Frosty cartridge. I'm really loving this. I made a snowman card today actually, or yesterday, and I used this same cartridge, and the colors were pinks and blues and more pastel-y. And in the very same cartridge I have papers that are more traditional, so I really like that. So this mat here is actually 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's going to cover the whole card. And then this really cute holly is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'll go ahead and adhere this all together. Okay, so I have my card base all done. Now I have a shape that I've cut from the Elegant Edges cartridge, and this is probably my favorite. I use this a lot. It's on page 51, and it's the oblong. And I've cut it at 4 inches, and I also cut the shadow. And this paper is kind of a creamy yellow color, and it's got snowflakes on it. Okay, so I have my sentiment for the front. Like I said, it says Be Your Best Elf, and this little border I got from the same Elegant Edges page 51 right here, this border, and I cut it at 0.6, and I cut it out of that same green. I'm just going to go ahead and stick that down. Right down here. And now for my elf. I'm so excited. I finally got to use the Jolly Holidays cartridge. I stalked eBay for a very long time, and I finally actually got it at a pretty decent price, because they were, oh my gosh, they were for over $100. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to pay that, so I got really lucky. Anyways, I'm using this elf right here that's holding the string of lights, and I cut him at 3.8 inches, and I wanted to use a Peachy Keen face stamp on his face, and with the Imagine, you cannot hide any of the features like you can on, when you're using your Gypsy with your Cricut. So this layer here that actually cuts out his little eyes and his mouth, I had to cut it out because I needed the hands at a flesh color. So I cut that out just to use the hands. But this layer here that you would cut out in black, and it cuts the face out in black so that you can layer this on top of it so that you would get a black eyes and mouth. I cut that out in black so that the layers I needed in black I got, but I also cut it out in the flesh color so that I would have his face just totally blacked out with no eyes or eyes or mouth on it. Hope that makes sense. So I got a flat face with no holes, and I was able to use a Peachy Keen stamp on it. So here's my adorable little elf. I am so pleased with how he turned out. I used one of my very favorite Peachy Keen stamp sets called Happy Lashes, and I used this one right here. I kept it simple, just adorable little smiley face. I inked up his cheeks with some pink chalk and added some freckles. And let's see, I added 2 black buttons for the little button that go on his overalls. And I used some Christmas baker's twine that can be purchased on the Scrappy Mom's blog. I think it's called Christmas Twist. I tied 2 little bows on his little booties and one up here on his hat. And then I attached one of these little pom-poms. I got these at Michael's last year in the Christmas section when it was on clearance for like 90% off. It's a bag of like foily pom-poms in all Christmas colors. And I couldn't wait to use it. I've been waiting for Christmas so I could bust out those pom-poms. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and attach my elf very carefully since I've already embellished him with all his bulkiness. Okay, so I have my little elf adhered down. And what I'm going to do is add some Christmas red stickles to the little Christmas lights. I did cut this out twice also because it's on the same layer that cuts out the hat and the overalls, so it did cut out green. So I wanted it to be red, so I cut it out again because some of it will show through the stickles. So I'm just adding this to the lights. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do to this card. I did a lot on the elf, so I'm keeping the rest of it really simple. So I will put a link down in the bottom in the description box to the Scrappy Mom's blog, so you can head on over there and check out their new stamps. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a blessed day.